Hey, what's up, guys? It's Chase here. I recently entered into the Kenny Beats beat battle with Benny Blanco as the guest judge. I didn't win or anything, but I just liked my submission. I wanted to break it down for you guys. So the sample was Seinfeld theme song. So I'm not going to play that. I think we all know that. So I'm just going to play the beat and then do the breakdown. Here we go. Cool, so that's a beat. We had about 2 hours to make it and make and mix it. So this is the same mix that I had when I first started making it. So the first thing I did was I chopped off the little end of the Seinfeld theme song, which is this percussion loop. And then once I just kind of chopped it up a little bit, so it quantized into this tempo, which is 107. Once I did that, I did these chords over that, which is so D minor 7 here, or D minor 9, and then G minor 9. So it just goes back and forth between those two chords. And I put a little passing chord, passing 5 chord, so A alt right before going to the D minor 9. So then going into this first little section, I just have a reverse, like a reverse snare, I think, or cymbal. And then what I did with this little sweep up is I used this scale function in Ableton, and I just drew out the scale that I wanted, which was like a minor pentatonic. And that way I could just sweep all the way across the keyboard. And then I just added ping pong delay to that. And I'm pretty sure it's just like a square wave. Right, and it drops, and I just have this 808. It's actually a Kenny Beats 808 from his pack. And then I added some saturation on it just to give it more grit. Then right for this section, I just stay on the D minor. Keep that Seinfeld percussion going. I just switch to a snare instead of a rim shot from a lo-fi kit, and then a medicine kick. I get a lot of my drums from Splice. And then that little melody in the background is a super small chopped up part of the slat bass from the Seinfeld theme song. Put some saturator on it. I think this supermassive is just a little bit of reverb, and then I EQ'd it a bit. You get this little like melody out of that. And then I took that same slat bass and played it lower and just had it as like a little accent to the beat on an off beat. Right, and then I went for like a Monte Booker selection styled beat. So I added these little sine waves, just arpeggiating D minor 9 going down. In the background, I have some vinyl sound and crowd noise. We get to the second part. Added some little Monty Booker-esque percussion. So I have this pack that I use. It's called Moog Percussion. So just like a lot of bleeps and bloops. So I added this. So that little offbeat. And that little extra laser sound. I think they just give like, yeah, I mean, it just gives it a little bit of detail. Right, and then so leading up into this next section, I took a Output Arcade hooked sample and put it in the granular synthesizer in Ableton. Right, so I just have this delayed throat voice with ping pong delay. And the reverse, and it kind of drops into that. And I have like a little laser effect on the downbeat. Alright, so then right here, I'm taking those sine waves and playing out the chords, which is just D minor 9 to G minor 9. And the 808 starts following that, so the 808 will go up. Right, and then so with this section, I bring back that bass slap, kind of like a Gallamatis. He does the same thing where he kind of slaps on the offbeat with bass. Drums are still the same, percussion loop's still the same, but then I take this, I took this voice sample, found the grain that I liked, because it's like granular synthesis, so I found the grain I liked. Or sorry, I found the file position I liked, so like which part of this loop did I want to use, so I picked this part. Turn the spray up, so basically it's picking random portions that are spreading. See, you can tell here these yellow lines are getting triggered, which is where in the sample it's going to get triggered. And then, the grain, I guess, is like how much of the sample are you going to play. So, like, I can make a copy of this real quick. And show you if I change the grain. So, see, I can make it go way faster, which is smaller grains, or way slower with larger grains. You can change the file position. Change the spray so it goes. Basically, the bigger I make this knob, the more different bits and pieces of this sample to take. Yeah, so the granular synthesis is a super cool tool. I use it on voices a lot. I'm pretty sure like a lot of the selection people do that as well. I have this little piano melody. Just Labs piano with RC20 on it. And some EQ. Basically with that, I'm just playing in D minor. Right, trying to really highlight the ninth of that chord right there. Yeah, and that's pretty much the beat. Oh, and I added a little open hi-hat right there. Like a really natural one. Okay, cool. Yeah, so that's pretty much the beat. Yeah, so let me know if you guys want more beat breakdowns. I'm gonna try and enter into more of these contests. And the thing that I like doing with these is getting creative with the sample. So I didn't really just want to play like the Seinfeld theme song or just use the horns. I think it's kind of cheesy. I thought the horns were kind of cheesy. So I kind of wanted to find little bits and pieces of the sample that I can use. And I think that's how I'm try to get creative with the samples, is find the little tiny bits and pieces that I can take out of it. So one being this little percussion at the end that you don't even think about really, but it comes out at the very end. And the other creative thing was I took that slap bass and made a melody out of it instead of just maybe taking the sample and putting some trap drums over it. And then I really like kind of whatever the sample is going like the opposite direction. So if it's like a Western sample, maybe I try to make it into a jazzy sample, or maybe taking a jazzy sample and flipping that into a trap beat or something like that. That's just pretty much what I try and do. So that is the tutorial. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what type of content you want to see. And please, if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. All right, thank you so much, guys.